Hi there, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a short biography in this About page. In a future tutorial I'm going to show you how to add blog entries concerning this artist. Okay, if you're not already in the About page, what you're going to do is click on the Pages button and then click on About, and that's where we're going to be. We're going to go ahead and make sure the navigator is open, and we're going to click on Body. The next thing we're going to do is add a div block, and we're going to name the div block bio. And we're also going to add a container within the div block. We're going to name it bio container. A container, basically what it's going to do is just center align things within a page. And then we're going to set the container as a flex. And we're going to set the X and Y to center with a gap of 10 pixels. And we're going to make sure the padding for the container is going to be 1 rem top and bottom. Okay. Inside the container, we're going to add the heading element. So make sure bio container is selected, and we're going to add heading. And using the settings here, we're going to call this just bio right there. Click on the style tab, and we're going to take off the default margins. And with bio container selected, just go ahead and click that again. We're going to add a grid. Oh, one thing I forgot to do was set it to, well, what you're going to do is click on bio container and just set it for flex with vertical. There we go. And we're going to click on the grid again. Make sure grid is selected. And what we're going to do is just set the columns to 2. And the rows, we're going to set it to 3. The next thing we're going to do now is just simply add a grid. Make sure bio container is selected in the navigator. And we're going to add in a grid. And we're going to name the grid bio grid. And for the columns, we can leave that to 2. For rows, we're going to set it to 3. Okay. With bio grid still selected in the navigator, what we're going to do is add an image element. And what we're going to do is name the image element grid image. Perfect. Now make sure grid image is selected, and we're going to copy and paste it twice. Okay, that's all set. Assuming that you have the images already set up and within your assets panel. So this is your assets panel. Over here, you can drag and drop images here, or you can use that upload button right there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on grid image, the gear icon, and I'm going to click on replace image. And I'm going to use this one and click the gear icon again. Now that the images are set, what we're going to do is rearrange them into a specific pattern. The pattern for the grid is going to be image, text, text, image. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold down the shift key, and I'm going to click and drag this image to this part of the grid. And I'm going to do the same for this one right here, just holding shift, and I'm just dragging it right here. There we go. Now the grid is ready with image, text, text, image, and so on. So what we're going to do now, click on the bio grid, and we're going to add the paragraph element. Name the element bio paragraph. For the paragraph, what we're going to do is we're going to set it to flex. And we're going to set it to center on X and Y with we're going to take away the margin. We don't need that's a default margin that always pops up. We don't need that. For typography, just set the font size to 20. And the height of the pixels would be 35. Perfect. And then we're going to select the bio paragraph and copy and paste it twice. Watch what happens. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that I have some elements that you have to download. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the text from the short biography. And it's completely made up biography, by the way. And then I'm just going to paste it into each box separately. That's all I'm doing. I'm just copying and pasting. And then if you notice, I'm just selecting, I'm highlighting, but there's another way to do that. You can just click on bio paragraph, go to settings, and then there's the paragraph settings right here. You can literally just select and then type your paragraph in this section right here. What really helps with setting up the biography is having a Word document that you can just copy and paste from. That way you can just edit the text accordingly, and then once it's all done, just copy and paste it here. And as you can see, we have a complete bio section. The next section we're going to work on is setting up some blog entries. We're going to see how that looks like.